Tailgate Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. If it's Tuesday evening, it must be the Idle Zone Syndicate. Live here in the Area 51 studios in Not Mutchinson, Kansas. With me, as always, gentleman John Stewart at the Lake Lodge, Grand Lake of the Cherokees. Looks like you drugged somebody up in there today, John.
Yep. Got Travis the TD Burch.
I like that. That's fair. Or TD Maestro something. Meister.
I mean, I think he needs a couple more trails to organize and be the tournament director of.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, we have no Kiki tonight. He's en route to Mexico with family. That ought to be a good time. Going to Cancun. Mr. Crank is at the Creed concert.
Creed.
And I am sitting here with the fan blown up my shorts because it's August almost. Oh, I shouldn't have mentioned that I'm sitting in the cool. Sorry.
At least you have shorts on.
I didn't say what kind. So moving right along. Well, so Jack, you beat Matt by just seconds. So yeah, Jack Graves first tonight. What's going on? We got Stong this weekend. Wasn't there a Future Bass last weekend?
There was a Future Bass last weekend, and I've got no idea what happened in it.
I honestly, I don't either. I didn't think of it till just now because I was following the KBN youth guys at the Bass Nation Youth Championship.
What a showing they had.
No doubt. We had one team I think was 7th overall.
I think that was after day one, but I think it was like 17th, 25th, or 26th, like 32nd. It was like three teams top 25 percentile.
Pretty awesome.
Nice.
Pretty awesome stuff. And what I'm understanding is that one of the 3 teams, this was like their first year, or maybe this was their first year with this boat. I can't remember how it went, but they're pretty green.
First year with this boat. I was at the national championship last year. They had boat problems, and they went out and bought a brand new, I think, Ranger. While we were down at, we were down at Chick, and they went to the local dealer because they had boat problems and bought a brand new boat. I was like, talk about going all in for your kids.
Wow. Maybe they could adopt us, John.
Right.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
But they needed it. They were running an older rig, and the kids really loved the sport. They've been fishing a few years with the KBN program, and they qualified for nationals last year in the older boat, and then they had the boat problems, and they went out and bought a newer boat. We all know how technology is. Get these kids in front of it, they're going to succeed.
I'm sure they had thought about that before. You don't just drop what you're doing and go buy a new boat.
In the middle of nationals, you might.
Yeah, maybe.
Your kids made it.
Caught up in the moment, you know.
Maybe.
Possible. But
I did talk to Moody today. He's feeling better.
Good.
He's actually going to fish Saturday. Not the Stong, but with Richard Fitzwater on Uchi. So he's feeling well enough to do that. So that's kind of why I didn't follow I didn't know what happened at Future Bass because, quite frankly, when the other half of that partnership if they have a bad day, you don't really hear from them for a couple days. So
Understand.
we didn't hear from Kiki for a couple days.
He was in hiding.
He was not pleased with his performance.
No, he was already in Cancun mentally anyway.
Yeah, he wasn't even there.
So circling back to the kids, so we had youth national last weekend, and now we turn around and starting what, Thursday? So the high school starts Thursday, I believe.
I think so. It was either tomorrow or Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know why I've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday in my head, but anyway, so the high school national, yeah, turn right around, and we have some teams in that, so I'll get that posted.
Yeah, I think they have a cut, don't they?
Yeah, I believe so.
So they'll cut. Top so many will fish Saturday.
Man, Glenn was flat rolling them across the stage the other day. It was a thing of beauty.
We are going to be attempting to do that tomorrow in the LBAA. We're going to try to roll them through at least on day one as fast as possible. It's too hot to be not doing that.
Yeah, I concur. So this coming Saturday, Big Hill, the 11th annual Frank Stong. Found out yesterday that there's a little twist, a little something different this year. You know, there's always the great giveaways and drawings and whatnot. Richard Kiblinger has come up with a silent auction.
I saw that.
So he's got several things donated, and that'll just be another way to generate revenue for the scholarship. So cool.
Is that an online only, or is he bringing that stuff to the tournament?
He's bringing it all. It's only there. You have to be present to participate.
Okay.
I saw an old swim bait's going to be in the
even better
silent auction.
Yeah, there was a couple of I think he had an Eco and an OG and a shirt. Gosh, he's got like
boots. I saw some boots and some oil,
charger, a little bit of everything.
yeah.
And when he called me today, he was out beating the streets, picking up more stuff. So kudos to Richard for that. That's awesome.
Good man. Good man.
He took it and ran.
Yeah, he did.
And Dano is happy.
Yeah. Well, we need somebody to do that.
Get somebody new.
We're going to have hot dogs, and Cherryville Club's getting some hot dogs and all the fixings. You know, nothing special. Hot dogs and chips, but I guess Brad's going to cook probably. I mean, I'm going to come in and help if he needs it. I guess I'll talk to him up there and see if he wants me to come in early. And Brian, I think, said he would come in early, but early to Brian is 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know if Brian's watching, but probably can't count on Brian to come in an hour or half an hour early. If he comes in 3 minutes early, that's early for him.
It'll be just fine. It'll go great.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It's 4 good calls.
Yeah. I got a last minute partner.
I saw that. The cranker.
Gonna maybe show me how to catch a fish on a glider.
That's probably all he's gonna bring. So that's
I'm good with that.
he's if he's gonna catch anything, it's gonna be on the glide bait. That's probably all he's got.
I'm good with that. He can throw that glide out all he wants.
Oh man. And
I'm
Travis,
gonna put a big worm.
you tripped and fell into the dangest nicest forecast.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it's absolutely wonderful. It's going to be 101 tomorrow. About the time the ladies come off the water, it's supposed to be like 98 or 99. Yeah, they're over here just like.
Well, then they should come up to the Great White North at Big Hill when it's 80 degrees on Saturday and drizzly.
Hey, maybe you can talk them into it.
Drizzly?
Chance of drizzly.
Is it going to be drizzly?
1% chance. He's just pulling your chain.
It's still a chance.
Better than tomorrow. I don't think it's
Better
supposed to blow
than tomorrow.
I don't think it's supposed to blow harder than 3 miles an hour tomorrow for these ladies. It's going to be bad for them.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be. I mean, unless they're catching fish.
Oh, Jack,
That'll
you're
be
full of it. They do too. Eat a glide. You're throwing it wrong.
hey, you know what, John? Brian is watching.
Brian knows it's true. He says it's funny, but he knows it's true.
You guys gonna do this
I mean,
on
this
screen?
is the dude that will fish the boat ramp while boats are loading up at 2 minutes till 3 because time is not up yet.
I'm that guy. I'm fishing until the last second.
I mean, I fish as late as I possibly can, but I'm not fishing the boat ramp while a boat is power loading his trailer.
Not the ramp, but
Brian
outside of
does.
it.
Brian does.
Well, it might knock something loose down there.
Maybe.
Knock some crawdads
Maybe.
loose and turn them on.
Yeah, maybe. Guess where I'm going next week?
Where's
I'm going on our 103 fish challenge next
Uh-oh.
week.
Uh-oh.
And guess where we're going?
I'm scared. I'm scared to ask.
Ends with an I, starts with an O.
We're going to spend at least 2 days, maybe 3, on Okeechobee. Okoboji.
Ooh, nice. That'll be awesome.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. My granddaughter is going to church camp. She's the one that usually goes with me. Brooks hasn't been yet on this trip. Hasn't fished a tournament yet. We're going to fish a Tuesday nighter on a lake up there. And then we're going to go to Okoboji, which is going to require an overnight, maybe at least two overnight stays away from home. And he has never done that before and is not a big fan of that up until this point. But he is insisting that he is ready and wants to go. So we're going to give it a shot.
Brave grandpa.
Yep. I think we'll be all right.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I think it might be mom and dad that are the ones that are afraid to let him
There you are.
go.
Mm-hmm.
What
It's
else?
possible.
Anything else about the Frank Stone? How are we doing the Frank Stone? Tell us how we're doing the Frank Stone.
People need to show up at the ramp. We'll be there at 5 a.m. taking registrations. I think there's already 6 or 7 people that have prepaid via PayPal or whatnot through the Kansas Bass Nation page. But we'll be there at 5 a.m. taking registrations. It's going to be 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Best 5 fish limit. It's going to be a paper tournament, except for your biggest fish that's over 21 inches, because it is a slot limit lake. So you'll write down your fish under 21 inches, and if you catch one over 21, you'll bring it in, just so we have some pictures and stuff. We have the measuring boards that have the weights on them, so we'll go off of that for the weight. We obviously know some fish weigh more than what the scale or the board says, and some fish weigh less, but everybody's on the same fair playing field. So that's how we're going to run it, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come in and have some hot dogs and hamburgers. It's all for a good cause for the scholarship. I think we're at $24,000 awarded over the 10 years since it started, and last year I think we awarded $4,000. So it's constantly growing, constantly getting there.
Who won last year?
Some guy named John Stewart won last year.
Just checking.
Thinks
Make
he's a good.
sure you remember.
Thinks he's a good fisherman. He's got his boat over here all ready to roll. You want, if anybody wants to know what he's throwing on Saturday, I'll send you pictures Friday when I leave.
My boat.
Nice.
For the right price.
My boat has cobwebs on it. It hasn't moved in like 2 weeks.
That's better than mine, yeah.
Are you providing the board?
We are providing the boards. Well, we are loaning the boards out, courtesy of the LBAA. We have to have those for Caddo Lake and maybe a few others in the future. So I purchased them all, so we're on the same level playing field.
And we're just gonna polygraph the winners.
No, you're going to take a picture of your fish just in case somebody questions your winning weight.
All right.
Well, Amanda Burch, where are you watching from?
Huh?
Travis's wife says hi.
Hello, Amanda. She's down here in Oklahoma somewhere, over at my parents, I think. In the old Honey Creek RV park.
All right, that'll be good. It'll be a good time.
It will.
Good times.
We have a couple ladies here from the LBAA. I don't know if you want to go ahead and bring them in. We can.
Sure.
And talk about the tournament a little bit.
Yeah, we'll give you a quick rundown of the tournament.
I'm without producer help tonight, so so I won't be as quick as Mr. Crank, but I will get their socials up as they come in. So
awesome.
Go right ahead.
So we have 2-day tournament here on Grand. It's our fifth event of the season. Sorry, I can't talk. This is actually a makeup date for our original tournament at the very beginning of the year. We had Kiwi on the schedule. We could not come to a summer term with Kiwi, and nothing else would fit in the schedule. So what's best not to bring the tournament back to Grand and stay at the old Lake Lodge. And so we're here for a 2-day tournament, Wednesday, Thursday. It's going to be a scorcher. Free fish limit because of the GRDA summer rules, which is good for conservation anyways when it's so hot. Pro Am Co is 2 different divisions, so just your traditional Pro Am format. And this is the 5th event of the season, the final event of the season. So this kind of shapes up our classic, which is a no entry fee tournament for those who fish 3 or more. And then obviously people can still qualify if they fished less than 3 because they can win 1 or still have high enough points. But
do you have an angler of the year?
We do have an angler of the year on the pro side and the co side. The co side's winning a kayak courtesy of Viking Kayak and Jen Nolan Outdoors. She donated a kayak for the co-angler of the year, and then they also get a free entry next year to all the events. And same thing on the pro side, they get a free entry into all the events, or a paid for entry. You got to be careful how you word that because people think it's not going to the prize pool. We pay for the prize pool money to go in there, so it's not like we're taking that money out of the prize pool. So it's actually paid for entries for angler of the year for the next year. So
and is it a tight race? This is the last tournament. We got
the pro side is very, very, very tight. It could come down to 3 or 4 people, depending on how it shakes out, probably 5 or 6. But 3 or 4 people are really in contention. Julia Darbone's leading that side. I'm trying to remember who's leading on the co-angler side. I don't have it right in front of me. But it's Secret's leading on the co-angler side, which she won Angler of the Year last year. So she was one of the co-founders of the LBAA with Cheryl Bowden. So, but it's still a tight race on both sides. So it could come down to 4 or 5 different people depending on how the points shake out.
sweet. All right, let's bring him in.
All right. We got Landry Richardson, who graduated, right? Graduated from Drury University, and we also have Haley Hachowski coming in, which was our Bull Shoals Lake champions. So they will come in and fire away, Danny.
We're good. Welcome. Not sure what Danny's doing.
Well, I'm trying to be a producer. That's why I said you got to
being a
work with me.
producer. We have a normal producer who's at a Creed concert tonight.
At least it ain't Coldplay.
More important than the Idle Zone Syndicate right now. But ladies, happy to have you.
Happy to be here. Yeah, thanks.
And so is this your first? How many have you pitched of the Lady Bass Anglers tournament?
This is my second
Your
one.
second?
This is my second
Both
one.
of your second.
Yep.
First year. How you doing?
I think I finished up in 11th place at Bull Shoals. Bull Shoals was my first one. I was in the process of moving back and forth and moving stuff home and traveling to and from school and back to Bull Shoals for graduation and kind of just juggling that around. But Bull Shoals was a really good event for me, and it was really good. I just had really good co-anglers as well, and it was a really good introduction to that trail course.
And for me, Bull Shoals was my first tournament with the LBAA, and I ended up winning first place on the co-angler side. I had great boaters both days, Cheryl Bowden and Julia Darvon. They were great, and that was a very spare of the moment. I registered on a Friday, and I literally left, I think, that Monday. I was like, hey, what's this all about? And so then I did it, and I just wanted to fish out of state and try something new. Yeah, I just happened to win.
Very good. Very, very cool. Did you go to college? Did you fish college?
I didn't fish collegiate.
Didn't? Did you fish high school?
I fished high school for Texas. Yes.
And how'd you do in that?
I did it freshman through junior year. Junior year, we made it to my sophomore and junior year, we made it to state, but never got anywhere to go up any higher. And then my senior year, I did not do it just because I had a lot of other extracurriculars and work and things that I was trying to get factored into. So
Understandable. Understandable. And I know you fished all the way up.
Junior high through college.
Yeah. So how do you think that prepared you for this?
I mean, especially, I think probably my biggest thing is the connections with me being fishing for so long. Like, I've met you, of course, I've known you for years. And then also just getting into the real world, applying for jobs now, having the connections that I've had, and being able to go and talk to people that I've formed former connections with has really helped me. And then also just being able to get out on different types of water. Like collegiate, I fished Grand once already, so I had that information already too, which it was a different type of year, but the water was familiar for me. And I think just in this year alone, I fished in 7 different states. So, I mean, just getting to travel down and running my own boat, because I am a boater, have a Vexus AVX 1980. So just being able to get out on the water in different types of fisheries really has prepared me above all else.
And do you fish anything else?
yeah, I fished a couple. The last few years, I would say probably I took a break after I graduated in 2019 and just really focused on work. And then after that, I wanted to do a local tournament that my dad fishes because he's in a lot of bigger stuff with the state of Texas and trying to do some of the, just some other, I would say the next step, not necessarily like Bass Opens, but bigger for what we usually fish. And so he was always gone. I wouldn't spend time with him. So I was like, I'm going to start fishing. And I did it, and I kind of felt that spark come back. And then I started fishing a couple series. with Fun and Sun in Texas. I did their couple series, and so I was fishing every weekend, and I was fishing with different people, and I just built a lot of knowledge really quick. And we fish a lot. I mean, I live in Texas, so the lakes there produce big fish, and I mean, I had, you drive one end of Texas, you're fishing a completely different structure than you are the other end. So I feel like I gained a lot of knowledge on those lakes because of the diversity that they offer. But I also got to fish with some old school people and learn a lot of knowledge. And I'm one to learn and put things to the test, and I like to figure things out when something isn't quite going the way. So I just like to go at it.
Yeah, what do you like about this sport? Like, what is it about this sport that drives you guys?
I know for me personally, this is like, this is a really big hobby for me. I like being able to compete, and a lot of my friends that are guys or whatever, a lot of them fish, and a lot of the group that we hang out with, that my parents are friends with, we all fish. That's it. I think just women in fishing starting to become more popular on the scene now, because quite frankly, we want the recognition, good or bad, like just showing that, especially like our age, like we're able to do it with or without anybody else. And the fact that, especially when you're a boater or run a boat, it just takes it to a whole other level. And I like it because it's like whenever I figure something out and I'm able to change up and modify a pattern to be able to produce a bite, it just shows that we do know what we're talking about, and that's what makes me want to fish more, because I'm like, wow, if I can do this, then I can keep going. And it's just all on improving your skill, and that's what drives me. I'm a learner, so
yeah, I can definitely relate in that sense. Being one of three in the college fishing circuit, I was one of the only ones that ran my own boat. I know me and Emily, one of the other LBAA members, she also ran her boat. So it was always really cool. I mean, I'd never fished with another girl until this circuit. So it was always super cool to get to come out and get to try that as well. And then having the competitive side, being able to go out and show myself and prove that I can do exactly what they are doing. And it doesn't have to be just, oh, she's a girl, she has to look pretty on the boat. No, I run my own boat. I get the sweat and I get the grit, and I can go out and do just about or anything better that anyone else can do, no matter the gender.
Very good. Good answers. What's the biggest fish you've ever caught? Biggest bass you've ever caught?
For me, it was, I believe it was just a 724, nothing crazy big. I've had experiences where I should have probably had something bigger, but it got away. That's about it for me. I've been in boats with people catching bigger, but I mean, I'm proud of it. 7.6 out of Lake of Egypt in Southern Illinois is my biggest, and it was quite a few years ago, but it's still holding strong.
That's a big fish in Illinois.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool. What is your favorite way to catch fish?
Ready for twins. Shaky head.
Shaky head.
Yes, I love finesse fishing. I'm trying to get into some older techniques that have kind of went behind the scenes with all the new things that are coming out. So I've been looking into the secret things that are still in the market, but nobody really throws. And I've always liked shaky head. That's my go-to comfort bait. If I'm in a pickle, I usually pick it up and I can try to usually produce a bite off of it. But like that, drop shot, wacky, anything finesse. I'll throw fast, but it's not. It's not for me.
Not your confidence bait.
I'm very much a power fisherman, but being from Southern Illinois, you've got to be able to set the hook, throw a heavy line, and it was definitely a game changer going to school in Springfield, Missouri, and Table Rock and Stockton, them being my home lakes, being able to throw 8-pound tests and being able to throw a leader knot and throw a demicky, learn how to use light scope. I didn't have it until I got into college fishing, so that was definitely a learning curve for me. But power fishing is my strength. If I can go out there and throw jig, throw shaky head, that's what I'm going to be doing.
I mean, I guess my go-to is 2. I'll throw a 2. Yeah, he's having issues. I think.
That's the former Kansas Fisher.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Danny. He's having some issues, I think. He disappeared. Anyway, so you touched on live scope and how you didn't learn it till college. Well, how can you learn it in 4 years and I can't learn it, period?
Well,
Because I'm old? What is the...
Well, my thing is I'm extremely stubborn, and I think anyone off of either Wabash or Drury's team can attest to that because it's taken 4 or 5 different partners to make me stick my head in the mud and actually sit down and learn how to do it. And then I know the biggest part was me actually getting out and having to put on my boat and being able to go out by myself and go, oh my gosh, I can actually see what that is and be able to differentiate like what different species of fish are and by how they show up on my graph. And then if they're active funky, how to be able to persuade them and see if they'll react differently to different colors, different styles, and just move in line different ways. I mean, it's just little things like that that you have to work with.
Is there something that you think people aren't doing or something you did that helped you learn quicker?
It was just consistency. I mean, it was a mindset of you better learn if you want to be good, but you don't have to have it to be good. But if you want to compete nowadays, it's hard to not have it, still go out and compete.
Yeah.
Not saying that people that don't have it can't compete, but it's definitely a competitive advantage if you do have it.
Yeah. You feel the same way?
I do. We have live scope, and I think me and Landry talked about this. When it comes to live scope, at least for me, I have not had the patience to want to completely dig into it. I will turn it on and I'll use it to locate structure and just technically look, but I have never target off of live scope, and I have attempted to. I'll go out and take days on the lake when I get off of work, and that's my goal. I'm like, I'm just gonna go out and pick it up and just start going, and then I get bored. So then I just go and fish my normal stuff. And like she said, you just kind of have to be disciplined to teach yourself and learn it. It's all new, and you know we've got the old. I was telling her we've got the old Garmin that's got the knob. You know, your dial knob. You can't. It's not touchscreen. We've got that on our Ranger, and then on the Bass Cat, we've got the touchscreen. And the vast difference between the two, I'm like, oh great! Now I have to learn 2 setups because they don't operate the same.
Yeah.
You know, when you're looking at your contours and you know, looking at how far out you want to see and the depth and everything. It's definitely a learning curve. I'm a believer in yes, it definitely helps in tournaments. I'm also a believer that you can have it and be looking and you still won't catch fish.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it, and I don't think people understand that necessarily. They think if you have live scope, you're going to catch every fish you see, and that is not the case.
It's very humbling. Board facing sonar is very humbling.
Yeah. It's not that easy. You have to be committed. I'm not. I'm kind of like you. I get out there and I'm like, I want to fish. I want to catch fish. I'm too impatient to figure out how to catch fish doing that. And I know how to catch fish doing something. So that's what I do. But
I'd be lying to you if I told you I want to just go and sit out and look at a screen. Because I mean, yeah, it's cool being able to sit and go, oh, yeah, there's bass down sitting in that brush pile. And hey, look, there's crappie on the edge of it. Say, oh. And then if I throw something in it, they don't react to it. It's usually straight to the bank. They're doing what I'm confident.
I was going to ask Danny if he had a question, but he disappeared again.
He's gone.
He gone. What do you hate to do? What kind of fishing do you hate to do? Dislike to do? Maybe hate's a strong word. Hate's like, what football team do you hate? You know, Kansas City Chiefs. That hate's a strong word. I hate the Chiefs. Everybody watching knows that. That's not unusual.
You better be quiet. They're going to pack their stuff up and leave.
I knew that girl. I knew that drawing, man.
I guess for me, the technique, and this is gonna sound so crazy, that I least prefer, honestly, is dog fishing. I like it when I'm going to work, but if I've got to, do fast action, I love throwing a chatterbait. Spinner bait, I don't know why. I just don't. I'm not. I have tons of spinners, and I will use them if I have to, but that's like my least preferred option. But yeah, I'm good at skipping my worms. If I gotta cast stuff underneath the dock with the spinner bait, I know I'm in a real pinch most of the time.
I think probably my least favorite is punching like thick border grass, just because I don't do it enough.
Yeah.
But if I think I catch decent sized fish doing it whenever I actually go out and do it, but it's the mindset of, oh my gosh, I can't tell. It's the I can't feel my bait half the time whenever it's sitting down at the bottom, and it's just more of a I feel that I lose more fish whenever I'm punching, which probably just I'm not used to. It's something that I need to get better at, but I think that's my least favorite out of all of them.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit and talk about. It's so hot. It's so hot right now. What do you do for people out there that might be watching to stay hydrated, to stay healthy out on the lake this time of year? Like, you guys are getting ready to go out there, and it's hot, and the wind's not blowing that much. It's hot.
As bad as it sounds, I feel like as much water as I put in my body this week, it will not stay in my body. Like as soon as the bottled water goes in, it's sweat right back out. But I think you can attest to this. I probably went through 2 boxes of liquid IVs already. And I mean, if I have to dip a coup guard in the water and put it around my neck and sit down for 2 minutes and say, okay, fan myself off or put my legs under the shade of my console. It's just the being able to sit down and say it's either you sit down now or you're going to make yourself sit down and not have any other choice. Mm-hmm. So it's you better take a seat before you have to take a seat. And that's the mindset that I've had to put myself mostly in this week. But it's the drink enough water, and people don't say it, or you hear people say it, but you better live by it, because you better drink it, because it's going out just as fast as you can put it in.
Yeah, I'm bad about that.
I get in my zone. Yeah, I get in my zone. I don't want to drink. We fought ourselves, and we said we're going to set timers for each hour, and we're going to try and sit down and take a drink and put a liquid IV in the water and just drink a bottle of water or do whatever we need to do, take a seat, take a break, gain our footage, and then keep going. But I think it's the discipline of being able to say, you better take a break and get yourself right.
Yeah. That's good. Glad you're taking care of yourself. Danny, where you been?
Dude, aliens got me.
Aliens got you.
Does he have it on? Oh. Hey, Danny, she just made a joke that you have an aluminum foil hat. You got to break it out.
You need one.
I do have one.
That's why I had to say it. You see, he's got a staff pump behind him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Travis bought this for me.
I turned around, pulling the LBA trailer back from here, and I turned around in Panama City and went and got that blanket.
I want to back up. Serious comment before we get off in the woods about Bigfoot. I'm glad that you brought up those little IV pouches, because we have a messenger chat for the guys on this podcast, and we were talking about this the other day. Man, those things are amazing. I honestly didn't believe it until I used them myself. And Kyle and I were talking about, we'll even drink them the night before. So like, the night before you go out to the tournament, we're having a couple of those IVs, in a bottle of water, and then in the morning before launch. And it's amazing how well they work.
Yeah, for sure. And I like the different variations of flavors. There's some, and I mean, they're pretty accommodative. That's a word. They have a lot of accommodations and different flavor variations. Like they've got the sugar free, they've got cotton candy and bomb pop and white peach and strawberry. I mean, everything that you could possibly want, they've got, and it's good for you.
John,
I probably still won't do it.
that was, and they're good for you, John. Moody,
Sugar free.
those are good for you.
As good as that could be, I bet they're sugar packed. I won't even look.
Yeah.
They make me
They
feel
are.
okay, so I'm just gonna give them that.
Moody might. I haven't seen Moody on here tonight. Maybe he went back to sleep or something.
Could be.
I think that's what happened to him, though. He got overheated a couple weeks ago, and he's just now getting back on his feet. So it can be dangerous.
I mean, you cannot rehydrate with bourbon and cigars all the time. I mean, not all the time.
True.
A little water. Moody's here. A little water.
Oh, he is here. He
a
is
little
here.
pickle juice.
Cigar.
Maybe a cigar.
Yeah.
Travis, you're awfully quiet over there.
What do you say?
Said you're quiet.
I'm sitting behind the screen.
Good place for you.
That is a great place for me. You have to put up with me tomorrow during live stream. Speaking of which, what do we think it's going to take tomorrow and Thursday to win?
8 pounds.
8 pounds a day? What?
3 fish.
Oh, yeah. I forgot we're doing 3 fish. Okay.
Yeah, 3 fish.
Okay. Yeah. I forgot we're doing 3 fish. Okay.
That's what I'm gonna have tomorrow.
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing.
I really hope if my stuff stays where it needs to be and where I'm gonna be. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put you on some fish.
Quality
Well-
was there.
The quality was there.
It's just it's summertime fishing. It's
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
we're
there
gonna have to
tomorrow.
work for it. It's not gonna just be handed, and that's gonna be the thing.
I mean, if somebody gets on the right fish,
It can be a game changer
It'll-
in a 10-minute span.
put it this way: if you don't have 13 to 15 pounds, you're not winning a Tuesday nighter, or a Saturday
That's like
nighter,
6 to 10.
or a Friday
Is
night.
that free?
3 fish.
So
This
remember,
guy right here.
that's keeping-
That guy right there.
Would you like to take another stab at your answer?
No,
I'm sticking true.
I think it's gonna take more than that. I think it'll take more than
Figure it out.
8
We'll
pounds.
be fine. It's meant to be. It's gonna be.
I don't know.
Especially, so I am sitting on my keister. I am basically 225 miles northwest of you, and cold front is supposed to hit here Thursday morning. So maybe afternoon, turns them on for you.
Maybe,
Oh,
We're done at 2.
maybe.
early after.
Maybe. I'm saying maybe.
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Let's set the line at 18 and a half and see what the chat says. Over or under 18 and a half for a 2-day wait.
Over.
I'm going, Dano says,
Over.
No, it's the line.
I'm saying over.
I'm like that woman.
I'm gonna say
You don't have to bet. You just got to say over.
I'm
Under.
about to say this is the first time I've been on this lake. I'm shooting for under. It's gonna be hot out there. But I would be glad if it was me that caught the over.
Right. I'd
Prove
like
me
to say
wrong.
over. I'd like for our boats have over.
That'd be
But
great way to start off day one.
have a good little lead. That'd be good.
I always
By the way,
say
these two ladies are fishing day one together. Pro
we
Coke.
are.
And we've free fish all week.
We free fish together.
Andrew Sales says under.
I like the way you think.
He's from
Andrew.
Idaho.
I'm from Texas. I'm
He's
like
from Idaho.
Devon's
Yeah.
under too.
Devin doesn't have a clue.
Devon.
Devin knows what he's talking about. That's what I think.
Oh my, he's even given us a 1782. Look at that.
Oh,
No, I'm telling you it's gonna be over.
Over 18 and a half.
Yes.
What's the chat saying?
can we do a poll on LBAA?
I mean, this is shared on LBA, so I was hoping people were in here watching. So over under 18 and a half pounds.
Over barely 20 pounds on the motor side. 14. Well, I mean, I guess we do get first stab, but we're at a 3 fish limit each, so.
I agree, Kojak. I agree.
Okay, so we got the local over here. I'm not from
I
here.
mean, I fished 2 weeks ago against that guy right there,
But 2
and
weeks
I had 9 pounds and finished 9th,
Pretty good out of 9 boats.
and it wasn't even close.
That's
And it dropped off, and it dropped off quite a bit.
that if they continue to pull water, we should be okay.
I don't think they're pulling anything,
I
Moody.
think they're done pulling. They pulled 2.
That's true. If they do pull water, it should be good.
Speaking of Kojak and Cook's Processing, he donated $100 to the LBAA prize pool. So first out of the money, we'll walk away with $50 both sides plus their Toyota swag.
Nice.
So always a huge shout out to Cook's
Thanks,
Processing, who is
Kojak.
also sponsoring the KBN state championship down here on
Kojak.
Grand. So he's doing the burgers for the meeting.
Sweet. Very cool.
So Kojak, how many pounds is Heather going to have on the back of the boat for a 2-day total?
Kojak will donate another $100 if anybody here can tell you his real name,
I know it.
other than Travis.
I've had to write him too many checks.
I disqualify myself as well.
Moody says they're pulling water right now.
Okay, ladies.
11-8 coming in and 12-8 going out. They are pulling a little bit.
That'll be good.
Kojak signing off. All right.
I got a question for these ladies. What do you think about the lodging accommodations here at the Lake Lodge at Grand Lake?
Best there's ever been. I
I
mean,
love
it's made for anglers, and it's super clean. I'm not even just saying that just because you're standing here. I've been to some rank hotels, and this is by far the best accommodations I think I've ever had and ever will have.
And we just had a surprise health inspection yesterday.
Oh wow.
We passed. We
Yay.
passed
America.
with flying colors. Like she wasn't even here 10 minutes.
She's seen the old lodging here at the Grand Lake. What was the place that burned down?
Outrigger. The
Yeah.
Outrigger's about ready to reopen.
Is it? It was getting pretty rough
They're
back in the day.
Oh
they're,
yeah,
they're working on it. They're working on it.
I need me one of them.
I don't have my tinfoil hat close at hand, but I do have my Mercury hat. How about that?
Get one to take off tomorrow.
Can you overnight that?
Right. Say, can I borrow?
Yeah, no, this facility is it's really nice. At least nice as I feel like I've ever stayed at. The accommodations for the boater specific with the, you know,
The singular light switch.
Singular
for my
light
for my boat stall. I can turn on my light. That's
The-
so
the covered parking, but you know, I really, you know, as a believer, I think it's real important to be able to spread a little bit of Jesus wherever you go. That's what we're called to do. And I just love that there's scriptures on the table, and not only that, but you know, a Bible is left with a handwritten note.
yeah.
And I mean, I don't think that was just my room. I'm sure it's every room. And so that's where I was like, I called my parents. I was like, this place is awesome.
That was the first thing I said to my mom whenever I walked in. I said, I like to get a keepsake from every tournament that I leave from. And I said, I think that'll be my keepsake from here.
I
We'll
like
tell
it.
them a little story about why you put a Bible in each room, John.
Well, I mean, we put a Bible in each room because we believe that it was God's plan that we ended up here. You know, I worked for Bassmaster for 18 years and ended up here. Long story short. And we just, our church is a huge part of our lives right now. And they actually provide the Bibles. And is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
They provide the Bibles and are happy to do it. And we've gone through a case of them already in a little less than 2 years. People will take them, and it's the people that you would like. It's always surprising to me when I go in a room and I know who was in that room, and I'm like, they took the Bible. You know, I mean, we all need it. We all need it. We all need the Bible, but there's people that need it more. And it always seems to be those are the people that take it. And we're happy to do it. And we feel like we're called to do it. And, I've got some crosses in the office that I haven't hung in the rooms yet that a guy at church made for this place and just gave them to us. He's like, put those up. Let people take them if they want to take them. So we're going to do that too. It's just, we feel like we're meant to be here. And it hasn't been easy, but we've found a way all the time. So God found a way. God provides a way for us. And we appreciate that you notice that and like it. That verse right there on that table is my favorite verse. I got a hat that I wear all the time that has that on it. Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord God will be with you wherever you are. And that was our, when we were afraid and discouraged and weren't sure how we were going to make it, that got us through. So that's a verse that we really like. It's a lot longer story than that, but we don't have all night to talk about it. So
That sums it up well.
That's
But
still a good story.
Yeah.
if you ever want to hear the story about why I'm here or why we're here and how we got here and all the things that happened that could only be God, getting us to this point. Just ask, and I'll be glad to tell you. Thanks for asking, Travis.
It's an important story.
It is an important story.
I've heard
And
the full story live in person in front of a whole room of people, so it's very
same,
Yeah, right.
same room.
Same room.
Yeah, I forgot we were all there.
I think it
Good old
was,
Hartwell.
it was kind of a bar, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bar. We were all
Lounge.
drinking.
It was the lounge of a hotel.
Lounge of a hotel. Yeah.
Dang it, Travis. Now, how am I supposed to follow that?
I don't know.
Put the hat back on.
He's getting it. I'm waiting for the 10 foil to come out.
I'll just follow
Oh,
Danny
yeah.
Barrett on social media. You'll see it.
Best place you've eaten in Grove since you've been in town? Go.
We went to Honey Creek Barbecue, but we haven't ate out very much.
That's good.
I won't lie. I ate at a Mexican restaurant. I don't even remember the name of it, but it was good. Over by the, what is it? Cheapo Depot.
Mhm.
Right
Oh,
there
yeah.
in that little shopping
That's-
strip. Not the one that's built off, but in the shopping strip. That was pretty good. I had that tonight.
The one downtown's really good too.
Our favorite is the one downtown, and it's La Casitas. So if you have a chance, that's our favorite. I think it's. I mean, I don't live in Mexico. I want to say it's a little more authentic, but they don't have ground beef. Like, it's not on the menu. You can't get a ground beef taco or ground beef burrito or anything like that. It's all beef or pork, carnitas, chicken, and it's pretty good.
Cold cervezas.
Cold cervezas.
Good and good for you. Keeps you hydrated.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, I'm gonna pull out a little piece out of the time capsule. I don't I still don't have my tinfoil hat here close at hand, but here's one. And I want you to see how lucky this hat is and how durable this hat is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She's got some wear and tear.
Yeah.
Looks like mine.
John, you remember this hat?
No,
No.
no.
21 years ago, when you went to work for Bass, right after you went to work for Bass, we had our KBN Buddy Championship at the ditch. And the first thing you swiped as swag, or excuse me, the first thing that you delegated yourself in swag was a box of these hats. And
Is that a bass hat?
Yeah.
yeah, there, whoop,
Back when it was
21 years ago.
back when they actually had a little bit of quality to them.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that. That's fair.
That may have sizzled a little bit when you put that cigarette in the water.
I think that's one of my prized possessions. I got one of the Carhartt Gray Bassmaster hoodies, like
Yeah.
the tournament that they
Yeah.
stopped making. Or actually, it was one of my friends that fished with me. One of the other girls that I was really good friends with. And I went to her house about 2 years ago. And she said, "I don't like this. I don't wear it." He said, "Are you going to sell it?" And she said, I just want you to have it." And I ran out of her house with that. I said, "Thank
Heck
you."
yeah.
Yeah.
Those things are bulletproof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Danny Barrett, I'm going to
Yep.
sign off. I got to go have dinner with my folks.
Travis, man, good luck.
Later.
See
Good
you in the
luck.
morning, bright and early.
We'll be there.
Hey, now that Travis is gone and he's out of earshot,
He's out. He gone.
ask him about going through the McDonald's drive-through in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Like maybe on stage tomorrow when he sticks the mic in your face,
Oh, well.
or Thursday, when you're collecting your check.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you ask him about going through the drive-through in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Yeah, good times.
Jonesboro.
Yep. We were on our way to Memphis. Went through the drive-through, and there were shenanigans.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I have a question for you, John.
Uh-oh. You got a question for me.
How long has it been since you sang a national anthem for an event? I think that was one of my favorite things about takeoffs.
How long has it been since I sang the national anthem at an event?
2 weeks.
2
3
weeks.
weeks.
I sang the anthem 3 times at the TBF High School Championship.
I always remember that from fishing with my brother and then me going.
And I'll probably sing it Saturday. I imagine. At the Frank Stong event. And
I hope so.
Travis over there will ask me Thursday morning or Wednesday night late if I'll sing it. Mark my words.
Well, I hope you
They like to spring it on me.
Yeah. Well, you're good at it.
Yeah. I guess.
Well, we've gone in a circle.
We have gone in a circle.
We've talked about all kinds of stuff and spiritual things and tinfoil hats and
Yeah.
okay, ladies, scopers,
Scope.
craziest thing, and yes, I listened. I know that it's not your favorite thing. Craziest thing you've seen on the screen underwater.
So this isn't something personally that I've seen, but I was on the water with the people that saw it. A bunch of my friends from Wabash Valley were out scoping, and a bunch of game wardens showed up. So I mean, we immediately perked up, didn't know what was going on, and it was like freshly whenever it was getting popular and people were trying to get it on their vessels, and they had said that there was a body that was missing. And they took the game wardens out and the police on their boats and helped them find the guy that was missing. But they recovered him and got him turned into their family. But I don't think I've personally seen anything too disturbing or scary or crazy. But that's one of my biggest fears, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. I do. I understand the fear of that. I've in the back of my mind, I used to do a lot more hunting than I do now. And I always wondered, off in some remote area if I was going to walk across someone or,
Something simple.
John, did you see Matty Wong's post today
Today?
of his screen on his graph?
No,
Wondering
I
what it
didn't.
was. It was like a big halo in the middle of the screen.
Where was he?
I'm going to have to find it, and if I can find it quickly, I'll post it and see if we can look at it. But it's crazy.
Interesting. Interesting. Have you seen anything?
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Nothing like a body or anything. I think the only time that we were fishing, we were in the back of a cove. I can't even remember the lake right now. It was in Texas, of course. But we're in the back of the cove and we're fishing in between some boat docks, and we're coming through the channel to go to the other side. And I look down and I'm with my dad, and he's like, "Do you see that?" And I'm like looking at it, and we were able to get right over the top of it, change the clarity of it a little bit, and it was one of those old like paddle boat. The paddles that were on the back of them are like those steamboats
Mm-hmm.
with the paddle
Oh.
on the back. It was like a smaller, like it was on a small boat, and it was just down there, and you could see it clear as day. I mean, it was wicked cool because it was like we're like, it took up a good decent amount on the live scope, and I'm like, how big is this thing, and how long has it been down there? And I'm always curious on, those things. I've seen people like post videos on Facebook or photos where they've seen a boat like
Yeah.
under submerged or a
Mhm.
car, and I'm like, that's cool. But like being able to find something that's not supposed to be in the water and
Yeah.
it's just still clear as day, almost like nothing's eroded from it, practically. I was like, wow, that's neat.
That is. So we had Brandon on. Have you heard Brandon's story? Brandon Pollinek's story? We had Brandon on, and he was on Lake Erie, and he found what we think is a UFO. He said that it was 200 feet across, round, with like he put his boat. You have to go back and find the Brandon Pollinek show and watch it. But he said he put his boat in the middle, put his boat in the middle of it, it looked like a wagon wheel. Put his boat in the middle of it and put it on 100 feet, and it was out to the edge of that. And then like each rung was like a hallway. And he said, didn't he say he dropped the camera down there to see the hallway?
Yeah, that was
So he
the
dropped the
deal.
camera down.
He dropped the camera down and he could see the hallway and it had windows in it.
But the spookiest thing of all was he got in the middle where it looked like a wagon wheel hole and dropped a drop shot down the middle, and it never stopped. Like it unrolled all his line off. He was in like 30, 40 feet of water or something like that. 40
Yes.
feet,
It was,
maybe 60
I'll
feet.
never forget it. He said 42 feet. He was sitting in 42 feet.
Dropped it down and ran all the line off his pool down the middle of it.
That spooked me so bad. I'm such a scared cat for stuff like that.
But yeah, you'll have to listen, look it up,
That's what I'm gonna find tonight.
listen to that story.
Yeah, how's your AC?
So
See you out there.
if I try to share the Maddie video, it's going to lock me up again. So I just put the link in the comments. Just go to Maddie Wong Fishing, and he posted it like this morning. So
Yeah. What's
check
it look
it out.
like?
It looks like a halo on the screen in the water. I mean, it's like a portal deal.
I
I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know.
It's on Instagram or
No, on Facebook. Maddie Wong Fishing. Crazy stuff.
Bait is gone. To the UFO.
looks like it's got a ring on the bottom of the
Bottom of it.
ring. Got a ring on the bottom of the ring. That's weird. That is weird. Interesting.
It's that time of year, man. The heat's getting to all of us.
Yeah.
Let's see. Craziest thing on the screen. Best place you've eaten in Grove. Okay, ladies, you're driving down the highway. You're dragging your boat. You're heading to the next event, or you're heading home. You're flying down the interstate and you see that billboard. And you're like, man, I have to stop there. Your favorite snack on the road, your snack place, whatever. Where are you stopping?
Slim Chickens.
Bucky's. But I live in Texas.
Valid.
Bucky.
So my favorite thing to get is that sausage on a stick wrapped in that tortilla. So good.
Well, fun
So
fact,
good.
it was so un-American of me. I always stop at Bucky's, and I drove through Springfield, and I didn't stop at it this time. And I mean, I lived in Springfield to go, or whenever I was at Drury, and I mean, I went in there probably 3 or 4 times a week, just because I love their brisket sandwiches and their pulled pork sandwiches. I didn't stop at it this time, but I will be stopping at it on the way back through.
Bucky's is a popular answer.
Very.
Slim Chickens.
I love Slim Chickens.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like
It's a
it's a pure Chick-fil-A. It's open
Yeah.
on Sunday. I like their grilled chicken better than anything. And I had it 3 years ago for the first time at Lake Dardanelle, and me and my mom were traveling back from, I think, the ACA. It was one of the ACA tournaments, and she went and picked it up for me after the lake, and I think it was the best meal I will have in my entire life. Don't know why, if it was just because I was so hungry I'd gotten off the lake, but I think we went to Hartwell again for the championship, and I was with my Drury team too, or at the time, and I think I went every day that we were there. Like, had to unhook the boat
I
and
don't think
drag
I've
myself
ever
to
eaten
go.
there.
You got to try you one. I don't even know where the nearest one is here, but you got to find one.
There's one in Hartwell, and I've never
Yeah.
eaten there.
let's see, around here, I know they're in Wichita. There's one in McPherson, but not Hutch yet.
I wonder if there's one in Joplin.
Probably.
It's
I
like
don't think so.
it doesn't beat Chick-fil-A. I don't think you got a Slim Chickens 40 miles from here.
Where is
Bentonville.
Bentonville?
There's 3 of them in Bentonville. And Rogers and Springdale and
I have to try it sometime.
Second
You know where
State.
I ate on the way out to Denver and on the way back from Denver?
Oh, Lord. Taco John's.
Yep. Colby, Kansas.
Oh, yes.
Right across the street from the Bigfoot I took a picture of.
I could not remember where that Bigfoot was. I knew I'd seen it before. You may have taken a picture before and sent it to me.
So we were on our way to the funeral. We're on our way Wednesday night. I fished ABA here Wednesday. And then as soon as Val got home, we left to head to Denver, but we stopped in Salina. And so we're pulling into town at 10:30. Maybe it was 10. And we're going by the exit that had the Taco John's on it. And she's like, it's a little too late for Taco John's. I said, I know, but I almost pulled off anyway. I held off because I knew there was one in Colby. And so we stopped in Colby on the way out. And we stopped in Colby on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
So I could get my fix.
What's your go-to? I like the potatoes, whatever.
Super potato legs. When I'm driving, I get the meat and potato burrito because it's the same thing. It's just in a burrito.
Do you like the churros? I'm a big fan.
I get when I'm driving, I get meat and potato burrito and a large potato leg. Yep. Delicious.
We must be really extra random tonight because the comments, nobody's even asking questions. They're just like, they're questioning your decisions. You know, Taco John's on a road trip, but
Devin's just trying to poke the bear is all he's doing. I know what he's doing.
hey, let's go back to a picture that I put up a little bit ago. Let's look at this one.
Oh, it's a buddy. So fun fact, I think Rick Clun, I don't know why. I got to marshal for him for my 2021 Bassmaster All-American tournament. And he told me at takeoff, he said, I want you to know, he said, you have to turn off your locations. He said, I don't want anyone to know where you're at. No pictures, and I probably won't talk to you. And I said, you know what? Okay. I said, that's fine. So I got back, and I sat in the back of his boat, and I turned off my location, and I said, Mom, I said, if I never come back, I said, I just want you to know I love you. And needless to say, I made it back. I'm here. But we've made it a tradition now. Every single time that I see him, I have to take a picture with him. And then usually I find something for him to sign. And with him being from the Table Rock area, he always came to Drury to speak with us and talk about different things. And it was always my favorite thing because he'd always walk in and, hey, Landry. And then a bunch of my team members, would just mouth wide open look at me like, why is he talking to her out of everybody? But it's always just been an inside joke that me and him have been buddies since 2021 at least.
And that picture, that was of me and Rick. He had fished the Pro Co Celebrity Tournament over at Eagle Mountain before the Bassmaster Classic had happened. And I live 5 minutes from Eagle Mountain. So me and my dad left from work and we went and watched the weigh-in. And I was talking to one of the reps for Bass Pro Shop, and he hauls the NASCAR around. And we were talking, and Rick Clun just walks up. He's got his boat in the slip. The waves were, pushing over 4-foot swells. And he walks up, he goes, can somebody drive me to my truck on the other end of the lake? Because they had them loading at West Bay, and then they were going to have them load their trailer to the weigh-in at Twin Points. And so I looked at him, I was like, I'll take you. I don't have anything hooked up. My truck's right here. Like, let's go. And so he was like, okay, show me the way. So I drove him over to West Bay. It took us about 15 minutes. And we talked, and he tried to pay me for taking him. And I was like, no, this experience this is great. He's like, well, let me send you something. And I was like, only if you want to. And he's like, well, give me your information. So I put my name, number, address, email, all that stuff in his phone. And he's like, okay, he's like, okay, well, I will send you something here shortly. He asked me what I needed or what I'd like or my preference on rod and reels and stuff. So anyways, I didn't hear anything for like a month and a half, and I honestly wasn't worried about it. And on a Wednesday, I was sitting at church and my phone was going crazy in my back pocket. I was up on the stage for praise and worship, and I could feel it going off, and I was like, what in the world's going on? We got out of practice, and I walked outside, and I just see my mom's texting me, my dad, a handful of people from a couple of trails that I fished with. They're like, is Rick Clun looking for you? And my mom's like sending me screenshots of the post that he put on Facebook, and he's like, I'm looking for a girl named Haley. She lives near Eagle Mountain, and she drove me, and everybody just started tagging me because they had known that I was there. And anyways, I sent him my information, and he ended up calling me and like, well, I'm gonna send you some stuff and keep in touch and let me know when if you're ever fishing my area. And I told him, I was like, Rick, I don't ever go out of state. I won't ever be in your area. Well, then plot twist, I saw the post for the LBAA, and I ended up signing up. And then I texted him because he was like, I have your stuff packed. I'll send it out, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I told him like, hey, you told me to text you if I'm ever in your area. I'll be at Bull Shoals. And he was like, I'm gonna be there too. So I was gonna ship your stuff out. So I'll meet you there. I was like, icky dicky. So he ended up bringing me that photo was him handing me. He had brought me 2 signature rods that he had did with Bright McGrill, his cranking rods. He had some of those left, so he gave me 2 of those and a finesse rod, a Denali finesse rod. So I was like,
Nice.
He came up to me. He's like, "You want to do this now?" I was like, "No, do this later. I don't know these ladies like that. Like, I just don't want to run off with you when I know that you're here for that. You know." I was like, "We'll take care of it after." And it's actually really cool. I showed Landry yesterday. After I had won at Bull Shoals, I didn't even get the chance to text him. He texted me and was like, "Congratulations, be safe on your drive home." And I was like, "Well, that's awesome." So it was cool. And, yeah, he's nice.
Yep.
He's got a funny personality too. Very.
Yeah.
He's by far one of the coolest people that I've been able to have conversation with. Well, conversation, little to conversation. It's like telepathic. You don't even have to. You know what he's thinking, but he's one of the cooler people that I've gotten to get to know, I guess.
Wait a minute. John, do you always know what he's thinking?
I don't always know what
You don't have to tell the story. I couldn't miss the opportunity.
I know he's going to be here in October for a week. Staying at the Lake Lodge.
That's pretty cool stuff.
And he's sold all the days. I think there's 4 or 5 days that he's taking anglers out fishing. And Dave Deffenbaugh, I don't know if he's watching. He's one of them.
Oh, cool.
That's going to be here. I think he's the first one that's going to be here. And it's going to be a cool week, I think.
That will be. Do you have enough armadillo saved up for chili?
I saw my first live
Where?
armadillo.
You didn't see him right here?
Yes. Not here, but
At Wolf Creek. We'll pass
Okay.
across.
You say you didn't see him here, did you? Because I got rid of him.
That's why we don't see him.
Right. So that's why
He keeps them thinned out.
Huh? I got one here, but he must come out late at night because I saw some sign the other day, but I haven't seen him yet. He's pretty smart.
he knows what's good for him.
We had 5 or 6 of them last summer.
That sure were good.
Live.
They were delicious.
They were delicious.
You know you can eat them.
Yeah, we don't
You're gonna say, "Whoa!"
I'm gonna say, wait, go find that one.
We
Yeah.
don't eat.
Oh, hey.
Oh, no. You're not going to tell them about the chili?
I come job interview Friday.
Okay. I guess we're not talking about the armadillo chili.
Nope.
Next subject.
Next subject.
If you had to choose any other job outside of the fishing industry, what do you think it would have been?
Danny?
I know. I'm like, I gotta go.
We've had this question before.
We have. If I weren't still trying to get employed in the fishing industry, how about if it wasn't fishing at all? If I weren't in the fishing industry at all, I'd probably be about to retire from basketball coaching, and I'd be opening a restaurant.
And what would I be doing, Danny? How good were you paying attention the last time we had this question?
I'm sure that you'd be singing in a band somewhere.
Ding.
Ought to be.
You know, up until recently, there was a YouTube video of Jon Stewart in college singing in a rock band. They're looking at you like, nuh-uh.
I wish you could find that YouTube video.
I do too, man.
Floating around. I sang the national anthem at one of my brother's Bassmaster tournaments, and it was cold. And it was, oh my gosh, it was Hank Rover. Hank Rover's the one who handed me the mic. I just remember sitting there being so cold, not being able to move my hands off the mic.
I think I
and just
remember that.
singing.
I think I remember.
There's a video floating around. It surfaced not too long ago because I shared it on my Facebook. But it's floating around there somewhere.
Yeah. Those were the days.
That was back in the black and white days. That's that's what's crazy. That video is in black and white. The one I remember. I'll find it one of these days.
Yeah, sure you will. I don't remember the video. I got pictures though.
And maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was
I think
just
it was
like
a picture.
might have just been like a slideshow.
I think it was a picture.
But still cool.
It surfaces every once in a while. Yeah, I mean, I love that. I still love it. I mean, you mentioned praise and worship. I'm on the praise team at our church, and I'd sing every Sunday if they'd let me.
And there's our first awkward silence.
Yeah, there it is. I'm looking for the picture.
Oh.
Off subject. Whenever I was at the meeting, there was someone that came up, and I think she was new. She said, "I thought you were just over on the other side wearing the colored shirt." And I was just like, "No." And she said, "Oh my gosh." And she looked over and she saw you. She said, "Are you two sisters?" And I said,
You do.
"Nope."
You guys do kind of look alike.
Secret said that she thought we were.
Nope.
Yeah, they Secret and Heather were sitting there, and I was like,
Look
yeah,
at this
we
picture.
We saw y'all. We saw y'all.
Look at this picture.
I was like, "Wait,
Who is that?
Mike Ellie." Oh, Trey
And
McKinney.
Trey McKinney.
Oh, I'll show you one. I'll show you one.
We're looking at pictures now.
So
Okay.
So me and Trey McKinney are actually he's from the town over. So me and him fished with each other a lot whenever we were younger.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. That was. We were babies, but my brother fished with his cousin. They fished all throughout high school and a little bit of college together.
Hey, John,
Yes.
I forgot to tell you the other day that Andrew Sales sent me this. He found Barney on his screen.
What the?
Andrew. He did find Barney. That's funny.
I need to go get
Well, I don't
Yeah,
know
I
where
say
that-
you know where my boat's at.
I know.
I think the majority of your stuff's still in there.
It's
Yeah,
all
I mean, we're keeping these ladies up. What time's launch in the morning?
6, gotta
People-
be launched and ready by 5:45.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look.
Five
I'm
45.
ready.
Yeah. I know where
So-
you sleep.
Last question, ladies. Do you know who these guys are?
They don't.
I was say
There's
that's
no
a
way.
no.
They do not know who that is.
That's gonna be bad.
That is an actual photo of Jon Stewart and myself in 1984.
Wow. I like that.
Me too. Need to bring them back.
Yeah.
Get your
Heather
leg
may,
lodged.
Heather may know who that is.
What? I can't hear you.
Tell them to come over and say hi before we get off here.
Come here.
He probably knows who that is.
This
I bet he does.
This is my dad,
I
BTW.
bet he knows who that is.
You have to tell us who this is in this picture.
It's Hoser 1 and Hoser 2 from Strange Brew.
Yes.
Hey,
Ding, 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 ding.
Good job, Dad.
Yep,
That's
bingo.
Papa Rich for you.
Closing thoughts, ladies? Any of your social media I can share for you?
High school picture.
I think
Nice.
I'm Landry03 or Landry_outdoors. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Those are the main 3.
And mine is just Haley Hachowski on Facebook, and my Instagram is Haley_Hachowski_.
Okay.
Awesome.
I will share those to the page when we get done here, because I have demonstrated so far tonight that every time I touch my laptop, it locks me up. So
Uh-huh. Good luck
Thank you.
with the next 2 days.
Stay hydrated.
We'll try to get down and check out the weigh-in and see how you did. Let's ask Heather what her what was the over under?
18.5.
18.5 over under 2 day total. Huh?
Under.
Sandbagger. Sandbagger.
She said it.
All right. They say under, but I'm sticking with over.
I am too.
We're gonna do it right now.
I'm sticking with over. All right. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Maybe
Good
we'll
luck,
do a
Katie.
little.
We'll do an update.
Maybe we'll do a little live update on the Facebook page or whatever.
Cool.
Well,
Yeah,
sunburn
cool.
faces.
Yeah, you'll see me
Dry
more sunburned
lips.
than what I've got.
Okay. All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks for joining us.
Well, excuse me. I'll just go there, and then I'll go here, and then I'll go here, and then I'll do this, and
We have an actual producer who's at a Creed concert. I don't know if we told you that.
I'm just playing. There, now you can get up and go get a cold drink. Good night. Stand in front of the AC. Cool off. Cool kids, man.
That was good.
They were fun.
Yeah, that was good.
They weren't grouchy. They were happy to be there.
Yeah.
you know, a lot of our guests this time of year, they're just half of them are just looking to September.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a fun night, Richard. Kojak stayed with us the whole time.
Heck yeah.
I do think it's going to be over. That last lady that said under,
Mm-hmm.
she may be on him a little bit. We'll see.
John, one more question for you
Okay.
before I let you get back to the AC. What's the winning weight Saturday?
That's a tough one. Man. I haven't heard what it's been taken out there. Or even the Thursday nighters. I haven't been getting any any reports. Let's see.
I have not seen a thing, and I did look for that. I mean, I think doesn't Mike Howarder run the Thursday night there?
Yeah. I mean, 2 weeks ago. No, that's not it.
Well,
2 weeks ago, a young
he's
man
back.
named Dylan won it 2 weeks ago, and he had doesn't really say what the weight was, but I think it was a 20, just shy of 21 incher. Doesn't say what the weight was. Big Bass on the 4th was 21. I don't know. Somebody will probably have a 21 incher, I think. Maybe.
Cool.
I'm gonna say we're going inches. So they don't necessarily have to be fat. I'm gonna say 15 pounds.
That's probably fair.
Somewhere around 15, I think.
Okay. There we go. Now we have it in writing. Cool.
What do you say?
I
may be high.
I will say that trying to think. One year when I was still tournament director, I had to do it in September, and it was pretty warm still. I mean, it was basically still summer pattern, and it was like not quite 14. It's like 1380 or something like that, won it. So I'll go with 14.
That might be a little better guess, maybe. Richard says he was going to guess 14. Dennis Buck says 14.25. That's 5 fish, too, people, because we're doing paper.
Wish I could be there. Wish all of you could be where I'm going to be, though, too, for that matter.
Where are you going to be?
Well, little girl turns 1 year old on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Can't miss that.
Especially when mom and dad already rented the hall and paid for it. And it doesn't start at 6, it starts at 2.
Yeah.
So I'll miss it this year. I'll make it up next year.
Baylor says 18 plus.
Wow. Okay.
Fishing must be good.
Dwight Houston. Yeah, that was Rick Moranis on the left of the picture.
Yep. How's it going, eh? 2 bowls of split please soup, please. I mean,
Fleshy headed mutant. Are you friendly? Like, no, eh? Yeah, it's like that. It's time to go.
yeah.
Guys, we're gonna cut it a little short tonight. We're a little short on help, and we're getting goofy. And John needs to go inside in the AC because I've been in the AC all the time and I'm still goofy. So as always, thanks for watching. Get a chance, swing out to the lake, out to Big Hill. Check out the festivities on Saturday. Fishing till 2:00. Richard Kiblinger's going to have a little silent auction program going on along with all the regular stuff. So,
And sorry to interrupt your goodbye.
go ahead. I was just teasing.
If you made a pledge
Oh, yeah.
for Brad Van Riet, make sure you bring your money.
America.
That's mainly for me, so I don't forget.
Let's go home.
Do it.